Right now you're looking at my online bank account screen. So this is basically all the transactions I've had within the last month since January 28th. It's it's February 25th around 2012. But that's not what I'm going to talk about today. What I'm going to talk about today is a really quick Python program that I wrote in about maybe 15 minutes. That what it does is for my bank account, it basically just it separates everything into an Excel file, a comma separated values file, and it makes it a lot more manageable than the downloaded formats. So I'm actually just showing this off. It's one of the many powerful things you can do with Python, and I'm just gonna guide you through it. I'm pretty sure you can adjust this I can post this program source code online if you want, but you can adjust this program to whatever bank system or whatever accounting system that you use, as long as it's separated by some symbol. Let me show you how it's done here. So this is my bank account, Technology Credit Union, and usually there's going to be somewhere on your website or web page on your online banking website that lets you download all your data into a file. So what I chose is I don't have Quicken, I don't have QuickBook, I don't have all that. All I have is Notebook. So I chose to download as a text file. And then once you download it, you get something like this. Let me go to my desktop really quick. Yeah, Battlefield 3. Okay, you get something like this. Very unmanageable, a pain on the eyes, and just something that you cannot deal with. So that's what so I looked at this first and I was like, how do I organize all this? And then I noticed that they're all separated by semicolons. Each value, first you have the transaction date, then the description, which is like the name of the place and like the check number and stuff. You have the amount, and you have the balance at the very end, which is pretty cool. So everything's separated by a semicolon. And since that's like a uniform setup, Python can deal with that, because what Python does the best is reiteration. It can chop through data, long bits of data, and it can spit out very manageable pieces. And that's exactly what I did for my program. Let me just pull it up right here. I think it's this one. Yeah, here it is. Okay, so this is what I wrote. First of all, I set 3 lists. I set one for date, the name, or the middle column. Here, actually, did I say colon? Column. Sorry, my bad. Let's see, where is it? Let me do it side by side so I can compare. Okay, so I made a list for date list right here. So that's going to be the first section, and then the first section behind the semicolon. Then you have name list, and that's going to be whatever the place I shopped at is. And then we're going to have another list for the amount, which is the amount that I paid there, the amount that I purchased. I don't care about anything else. I don't care about the check number, and I don't care about my balance, because I can view that online. And okay, so I had a file input output string, which is file equals open.r, it lets it read, and then line is just going to be blank. Then I put line equals file.readline, and now right here, this is where the loop starts, for line in file. So line in file, so it's gonna open read line, and it's gonna open billings.do.text, and you have to write, if you're not familiar with Python, then you have to put the .py file and the .text file in the same directory. But that's kind of common sense for all the programmers out there. And what I chose to do is I let words, which is another list, I let it equal line.split semicolon. So basically it splits on the semicolon. So actually, let me see here. I'm gonna let this out, and then I'm gonna hit F4 and run. Let's see if permission denied file.csv. Oh, that's right. Sorry, I have it open here. Don't save. Okay. Now let me comment this out, because I don't want to run this part of the code. Okay, I think I just messed up my indentations there, but whatever. Okay, so let's run it again. There we go. And as you can see, what it's doing right now is it's printing out the first, the second, and then the second to last words in the list that it just appended. So basically, it spat everything out very manageably, as you can see. This is just on idle, so it's not going to be in a file yet, but that's what the last loop is for, to write it to a file. Pretty cool, huh? So now I can see everything pretty neatly. I can manipulate it and put it whatever I want. But what I want to do is put it in a comma separated value file, and that basically lets Excel know where to put each value into each cell and stuff. So that's what I'm going to do right now. So as you can see, I'm going to uncomment this out. Yeah, uncommon region. And right here, it's just going to be an out file loop where it just writes each line by line each list. So as you can see, I is incremented by 1, so it's going to print datelist1 plus a comma plus nameless I plus a comma plus amount. My voice just cracked. Sorry. Plus amountless I. And as you can see, each time that it runs through, I is going to increment by 1, blah 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 blah. And then once it reaches the end of the file, it will break because there's nothing else to write. Okay, so that's it. That's something that I wrote for myself, and let's just watch this in action. So let's, for a test, I'm just going to show you. Let's write, let's see, how about subscribe? Yeah, my little semicolon, to semicolon, and then, I don't care about this one, so blah, and then iPod apps weekly. There we go. And as you can see, if you looked at my program, right, you know that it's going to skip the blah, hopefully, because it only reads the first, second, and second to last. So that's basically going to be date, name, and second to last, which is how much I spent. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and run this program. Let's see, let's close everything behind. Oh, save it. Okay, and if everything goes well, you should see subscribe to iPod Apps Weekly at the bottom. Let's go ahead and just run it. Okay, I'm going to delete this final. There's histogram. I don't know why I called it histogram, but I'm just going to go ahead and run it. Actually, let's just run it closed. It'll be cooler. Okay, so watch. I think it's going to appear right next to it. Double click. Oh, there we go. And there, the program ran successfully. And let's check it out. Final.csv. And as you can see, it sort of worked. I don't know yet how to manipulate the size of the cells, but that should do the trick. Once that's done, let's scroll to the bottom. Subscribe to... Oh, shit. What happened? Let me think. Oh, I put on blah. That's right. That's right. I coded it wrong. Let me try to fix this. I'm sorry about this. Let's delete this. I know what I did wrong. It wasn't Python's fault. It was my fault. Human error. See, it's second to last. I forgot. I'm sorry. Okay, so if we save this and then run it again. Aha! Subscribe to iPod Apps Weekly. Ta-da! Fixed my problem. I knew it was me. But anyways, as you can see, now it's all my my billings have been in a very have been transferred to a very manageable size, manageable form. I can now click on cells and then delete stuff, edit stuff, whatever, save it for my bookkeeping. It's truly awesome. And if you want a piece of my code, I can go ahead and send it to you. Oops, not this one. And yeah, so thanks for watching. This has been iPod Apps Weekly. Fuck. Well, so if you have any questions, put it in the comments below. And if this video interests you, go ahead and subscribe, because I'll definitely be uploading more. And yeah, so thanks for watching, and have a good one.